I dare you to aim for a successful best-selling book launch before you even start writing your book. Hi, I'm Ruth L. Snyder from RLS Creativity, and I remember when I first wrote a book. I spent hours writing and honing and editing and everything that's involved. And I was so excited after waiting for weeks to see my book published on Amazon and available for sale. And I held a copy in my hands and smelled the paper and ink. And after the initial hurrah, where I was a bestseller on Amazon for a matter of days, sales fell flat. And I have a confession to make. I still have copies of that book sitting in my house collecting dust. Because after all, there's only so many copies you can sell to your family and your friends and your acquaintances. And if you don't do your research and find an audience that is eager and hungry to buy your book, then why do it? When I wrote my book, I missed out on making memories with my children. I missed out on spending time with friends. I couldn't just drop everything and go for coffee with them. I missed out on making home-cooked meals. I love baking bread and making muffins for my daughter in the morning and making meals from scratch. I couldn't do any of that because I was busy working on my book. I missed out on going for walks in nature and just relaxing with friends and family. And those are very precious hours that I'll never get back. And to have put all those hours in and then receive my first paycheck of $10, that was very disappointing. And I don't want you to have to experience that. So you may ask, well, doesn't every author think about their book launch and try to be successful? Well, maybe. But I want to talk to you about 3 strategies that I really encourage all of my clients to go through. So AIM is the acronym, and A is the first letter. A, think about your audience. Who are you writing your book for? Are you writing your book for children, ages 0 to 5, who have somebody that's reading the story to them? Are you writing for single women, married women, women with children who are struggling with disciplining them and teaching them and training them in the way that they should go? Are you writing for somebody in your area of expertise, like teaching or music or adoption? There's so many different categories that books can be written about. So think about your audience and what is unique about them. What are their pain points? What are they wanting? Where do they go shopping? What kind of clothes do they like to wear? Some of these questions relate specifically to topics. Others are just general. And you need to think about, too, where your audience hangs out on social media. So if you're writing for an older audience, Facebook is a great place. Did you know that the older generation, like from 60 years and up, that is the fastest growing group on Facebook now? So if you're targeting those readers, Facebook is the place to be. If you're looking for young moms, Pinterest is your place to go. So you need to know about your audience, where they're spending their time, where they're spending their money, what their pain points are, and really ask yourself questions about who you're writing for. Don't make the mistake that many new writers make and say, well, I'm writing for everybody. Because if you do that, you're going to find that your book will not sell well. So we talked about A. A is for audience. And I want to challenge you today to do something. Once you sit down and think about your audience, after this session is over, write a letter to your ideal reader. Dear ideal reader, I know that you are struggling with, and put one of their pain points in there. I understand what you're going through because, and share a story from your life that they can relate to. I can help you by, and share how you're going to help them, and then share some facts about how you have helped other people. Maybe you want to share a testimonial or two from people that you have helped. And after you write your letter, I would like you to take a screenshot and send it to me at ruthlsnyder.com. RUTH@RUTHLSNYDER.com. And if you do that, I will send you a PDF copy of a short book I wrote about 5 steps to outlining your book, which I think you'll find very helpful. So we talked about A for audience. Let's talk about I. What do I, or what do you, bring to the table as an author? What experience do you have? Do you have a large family? Are you parenting only one child? Because there's different struggles that those people would have. Are you an entrepreneur or a businesswoman? Are you a homeschool mom writing to these people? What expertise do you bring? This expertise could be also education that you have or work experience that you have. So think about everything that you bring to the table. Maybe you want to sit down and just make a list of everything that you have to offer. And then think about how that will contribute to the audience that you have selected. So A is for audience, I is for expertise, and M is for message. So what message, why are you writing your book? What message are you wanting to share with the world or your particular audience in the world? Is it how to make time for writing? Is it about launching a book? Is it about growing a garden? Is it about healthy eating or exercise? And think about experience that you can bring to the table, like we talked about in I, but how that relates to the message that you're going to share. The answer to the pain points of the audience. So you can see how this all ties together. What is your message, and why is it such a burning desire in your heart to share that message with other people? What will it help people with? And another way to think about it is, what will people miss out on if they don't read your book? That is very important in the message part. So once you have thought about your audience and who you are as an individual and what you bring to the table and what your message is, then you can start thinking about outlining your book. I have put together a course about researching your audience, the expertise that you bring, your message, and then tying it all together in an outline. And I have that available as a course that you can find at ruthlsnyder.vipmembervault.com. And I would love to have you take that course and help you get the answers that you need so that when you write your book and publish it and launch it, you are successful in reaching people and helping them solve their problems. So check that out today. Again, I'm Ruth L. Snyder from RLS Creativity, and you can find out more about me at ruthlsnyder.com. Have a great day.